Hi, it's Lindsay with Mamammilla Lactation. Today on Pearls for the Girls, we're going to talk about paced bottle feeding. So, most of the time we see babies, because they're typically a little bit older, when we're seeing them kind of feed in public, with they're feeding with their bottle pointing down, baby on the back. Okay, so they're in a very much so dependent position. In the first couple weeks of life, it's very important to try to do something called paced bottle feeding. So paced bottle feeding means you're actually allowing the baby to pace themselves. How do we do this? So instead of a dependent position where bottle is pointing down, there's all sorts of variables that are kind of asking the baby to eat too much, okay? So they're in a dependent position. We've got the heft of our hand. We've got the pull of gravity, and we've got their awesome suck reflex that if there is something touching what I call their suck button, it's where if you take your tongue and brush the roof of your mouth, right as your palate begins to climb, that's where kind of their suck is initiated. So the bottle's really good at touching that space, which can initiate their suck reflex. And so they'll swallow past the point of being full to protect their airway. Okay, so easy way to kind of help them out and help them self-pace is by sitting them up. So sit them up a little bit and then keep the bottle parallel to the ground, okay? So parallel to the ground with enough milk in the nipple tip so that they're not swallowing air, okay? A couple of stress cues that can indicate that your baby is kind of a little bit overwhelmed by the flow is eyebrows up, which is kind of tricky in our culture because it's like, good. So a lot of parents are like, oh, they love it. They do, but it's a little bit fast. So eyebrows up, eyebrows down, those are the two stress cues that kids will be most clear about. And so if you find that they're not neutral, take the bottle out, take it right out, and then you can offer it to the side of their mouth. So if you offer it to the side of their mouth and they don't root to it, it's unlikely that they're hungry, okay? And so again, you're pacing. If you want to do a little experiment, you can like put them on their back and you'll notice they'll be like gulp, 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 and then go here and they will take a great big breath, okay? And so let's afford them that big breath. And then pace them. Very important to review appropriate volumes for age, okay? So every baby is born a different size. For the most part, we can kind of estimate their tummy size for their day of life. So kind of go Google, that's a very consistent thing, go Google tummy sizes and actually like only make that much formula or that much breast milk, express breast milk. Only pour that much in the bottle, and if they're still queuing, if they're still offering you hunger cues, then give them more. But typically I encourage people to burp after 10 minutes or so, and then offer again to the side of their mouth, and if they root, they're still hungry. Okay, so this paced space allows them the chance to actually dictate their speed. Another good position is their butt on your belly, you kind of supporting their upper back and neck, bottle parallel to the ground, or you can have a little date, little eye contact date, okay? Again, bottle mostly parallel to the ground. All right, you've got this. I believe in you fully. You are exactly who your baby needs. All my best to you, and I hope you enjoy these videos.